me, Medford, with Medford Knife and Tool, sending a shipment of knives to Jake Smith, the Medford guy. Oh boy, let's see what we have. All right, man, Jake, you lucky dog. Dress Marauder, faced and flamed. It looks like a tidal wave. That's what I'm going to call that one. Tidal wave. Tsunami. Blue spring, faced and flamed clip. I'm going to move it around. I know sometimes it's hard to catch it on the camera. So, Dress Marauder, faced and flamed. 2, smooth criminal. 1, older generation, 1 newer. We have a tumbled in bronze and a tumble in gunmetal gray. This is the new gen. So you'll notice there will be less markings on it. I dig the MKT USA, but I also get that we wanted to go a little less is more, which is typically our MO. The spring will stay, I call it spring, but it technically is not a spring. It's the non-presentation side or clip side. So bronze and gray, 2 smooth criminal. Slim Midi Marauder with lightning strike on the handle. It has been faced in bronze anodized. Damn, that is so cool. PVD blade, hardware and clip. Just a straight up tumbled spring. I try to refrain from facing or doing any polish work on the spring because the clip does engage and it comes in and out of pocket on this portion, and the facing is a little more prone to scratching. So we do the face and artwork on the handle. We have a few of the Pips finish blades today. This was originally ordered as all PVD, but we always do that, and I swapped out the blade intentionally on this one for tumbled. I want to see how this fares out there with a tumbled blade and everything else tumbled PVD with the peaks and valleys, or what we call Pips finish. So Pips finish is essentially that texturing with tumbled PVD on the top. And you'll notice it abrades more in certain areas where the peaks are really high and they hit the media, and some it's not. And that is intentional. It is supposed to be that way. I don't know if I'm going to call this zombie apocalypse or skid marks, but this one looks like it's been dragged through the graveyard. I love it. And there's going to be somebody out there that likes that weathered, worn look. It is supposed to be that way. Again, we're always trying out new finishes to see what people gravitate towards, what they like. And it's been done on the clip. Handle spring. It does have blue titanium hardware, which really gives that iridescent quality. It kind of pierces through. And you'll notice that the spacers have been blue anodized as well. So it's got this kind of iridescent, I mean, that's zombie apocalypse all the way, man. That is badass. We have a couple Praetorian T here that, 1 drop point, 1 Tanto. The Tanto is S35 PVD. We have, again, kind of this tsunami wave artwork on it. It has not been faced, so it's a little bit more subdued for those of you out there that prefer subdued. Uh-oh!
Interloper.
It's like Mr. Rogers coming to see us.
What's going on, gorgeous?
Who do you think this is for?
Jake.
Yeah. I know, right?
That.
Do you like that? I'm calling that the zombie or the skid marks.
I wouldn't go with skid marks, but this thing's super cool.
I know.
Boy, someone's gonna gobble that up.
I figured. And the spacers have been blue anode as well.
This thing is pretty... Man, I'd carry that. That's neat.
I know.
I like these black PVD over sculpting. Yeah, this is a bitchin' lineup. Hey, I'm gonna go get your computer now.
Yay!
Okay. You need anything else?
Your what is it? Your ever dying love? I don't know.
Never dying love?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that, do some video stuff, and then I'm gonna scoot out of here.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
All right, I got something I'm working on.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Something he's working on. Trouble.
Let's go, man.
All right, so we did this. This is kind of a random DNA. I don't know what we call this. Jackie, what do you call this?
Oh, yeah.
I'd call it DNA.
Okay.
Or
PVD
virus,
spring. Yeah, virus. I like this opposing hardware. I do this whenever I can. So if it's flamed on the handle, flamed on the spring side for the hardware, and PVD on the spring, PVD on the handle. So opposing hardware. Faced and flamed on this one with a satin S35 drop point blade. And this has that spotted effect. I know Jeff calls it chimera. Ooh, faced and anode on the spring. It's got a violet to bronze fade and a flamed clip. Here's another one of the Pips finish. Here are 3 together. Praetorian T, 3V Tonto. So that's a unique one because 3V traditionally is offered only in drop point. So there's a unique 3V Tonto PVD. PVD titanium hardware, clip and breaker. This is a full-sized Marauder, so 0.26 inch thick blade. It's got the grooves that are hand milled in. You looked at the hammered effect, the peaks and valleys, the Pips finish is carried over into the contours. I mean, this is not going to last long. This knife is so awesome. PVD titanium hardware, PVD clip. This is a TFF-H, and I did a spin on this one. Typically, Jake likes it all blacked out, but I wanted to try some bronze hardware and clip on this just to see. I think it adds a nice little pop of color, a little bit of contrast. So that's pretty cool. This one here, to the naked eye, would look pretty straightforward, but it does have contoured handles. So if you hold this in your hand, or if you look from the top, you'll see it's got a subtle contour to it. It has been bead blasted. It's been brushed on the clip and satined on the blade. So we have this polished appearance contrasting with the bead blasting. Very cool contrast of textures and fit and finish. And then we have a couple of the USMC fixed fighters coming through. These kind of come through in batches just like everything else. He got in on this one. I think he has 2 headed his way. So USMC fixed fighter and a really good smattering of high-end custom knives headed to Jake Smith, aka the Medford guy who started off as Pips Plows and then Pips Knives. He's located in Sun Prairie, Wisconsin. You know him. You've seen him on the on Facebook. He manages our media now. He takes fantastic pictures and really works our brand and loves what he does. So for him, I don't know how much work it is. He just loves it. Anybody who's met him can attest to the fact that he is a stellar guy. So Jake, keep doing what you're doing. Everybody keep watching the videos. Reach out to Jake and see if we can get your hands on. And until the next time, I'm out.